Lesson 4, Video 2. This video will show you how to set up your gradebook using the point method. Once you have your class open, go over to the light blue sidebar and click on the gradebook portlet. And this is what you should see. You might have your name over here listed over on the left as a guest student, but don't worry about that. You won't have any students enrolled in this master course. Over on the right hand column, you will see the statement, do you want your final grade to include an attendance grade? And even if you are going to give your students some participation points for an attendance grade, you will do that in a different spot. So what you want to do here is click on no. Then when you do that, that screen will go away and it won't show up again. Next, you want to click on final grade weighting. Now, the final grade weighting, I believe, is defaulted here to the point method. But if it's not, if it comes up with a different kind of method, you can change it to the point method by going over here to the right and click on change weighting method and then choosing the point method. And a little green box will pop up in it. So you have finished that part of it. So now we're going to go back to the gradebook portlet again. And this time we want to set up our letter grade ranges. We're not going to mess with evaluations. Click on letter grade ranges, and Gensbar is defaulted to the basic ABCDF 10-point spread. If you like that, then you don't have to change it. If you have a different grading method though, and you need to change it, you can go over here and click on, like, say A. If I click on A and my A starts at a 92, I can just change that to a 92 and then click save. And that's my 92 to 100. But then I've got to be sure and go down and click on each, B, C, D, and F to change that to where I like it. But that's all you have to do to change it. So if I wanted my B to be A 80 to 9199, then I would just leave that at 80. And I can cancel that. But anything I need to change, all you have to do is click on the little box and it'll pop up and you can change it. We're actually now through with the gradebook portlet for a while. Next, we want to go over and click on the coursework portlet over here in the sidebar. So I'm going to click on the coursework, and then this page comes up. And what I want to do now is click on Manage Units and Types. And we're going to go down and work on our types to start with. If you're using the point method, you only need one type. So what we're going to do is to delete all of these except one, and it really doesn't matter which one you leave, so I'm just going to leave the bottom one for right now. I'm just going to click on the little trash can out beside it. Are you sure you're wanting to delete this type? Okay. And I will just go down through and delete all of them but the last one. And you can't delete the last one because watch, when I get to the last one, the little trash can will disappear. So you can't accidentally delete them all. Now I want to take this name test and change that to just assignments, because I'm using the point method. All my assignments will go in one column. So I will just change this to assignments and click edit type. And I have one type now, and that is labeled assignments. And even though I'm not using the type method to determine my semester averages, I can still group my assignments by listing the different types of assignments as units. And what I'm going to do now is go back to the main screen, or you could have just clicked up over here on coursework again, And I'm going to go back to manage units and types. And here where it talks about units as the whole term, we can add to or subtract from the number of units by clicking on the add unit. But I want to change this. Say I have 4 different types of grades, and I want to do this so it will lump them all my assignment grades together by different types of assignments. So what I want to do is change my unit 1 here to an assignment type, and say I have some forums that I'm going to grade for an assignment. So I can type in forums. I want to leave everything else blank because I'm going to use this for the whole semester, and I click on Save Changes. And now you see that the Unit 1 is changed to forums. Well, I want to add a different type of an assignment. I want to add unit tests. That's all I type in, click Add a Unit. I want to add another unit. Say I want to add midterm exam. I want to add a final exam. And say I have some daily quizzes that I will give the students. So what you're doing, your units are actually how you're going to categorize the different types of assignments, even though you're not using that type of grading system. So once you have your assignments listed, you're basically finished with setting the units and the types up. So let's go back to coursework now, or I can click on back to main screen, and I'm back, and notice that here are my different types of assignments that I'm going to have listed. And we did this under the units because all your daily quizzes will show up grouped together. Your final exam will be by itself, your forum, your midterm, your unit test. Each of these types of assignments will be grouped in their categories there, even though you're using the point system. Now, okay, this is not the order that I really want them in. So how do I change that order? If I go back to manage units and types, notice that there's a unit ordering link right here. And if I click that, and then I don't want to do it by date, I want to do it manually because my dates are all the same. It's for the whole term. And say I want my daily quizzes to go on top, I can just grab that and pull it up. Forums, unit test, midterm exam. So if I'm happy with the way I've got this ordered, I just click done reordering. And then when you go to add an assignment, let's go back to the main screen. When I go to add an assignment, no matter what assignment I type in, say it's a unit test. So I click on a unit test and I type in unit 1 test, and then on my units, it's not a daily quiz. So what it is, it's a unit test. So that's where you pick out what category you want your assignment grade to fall under. And the type is going to stay the same. Your assignments here, you can't go anywhere else because assignment is the only type that you had listed. And then you'll go ahead and fill out the rest of the paperwork here to do your assignment. And that's all there is to setting up the grade book for the point method.